Alright, welcome. Today's video here, I'm going to show you guys how to assemble our light boxes and attach what's called vellum to it. Originally, when I did this video, when I was recording this, I was doing this and talking along with it, and then I realized my microphone wasn't on after I'd finished the entire process. So I'm actually going to try to voice over this entire thing while watching the video. So we'll see what happens here. Stay with me. Alright, so what I'm going to show you today right now is going to take this material called vellum, looks like a translucent wax paper sort of, and we're going to attach it to the artwork of our pieces. I've already got two completed here. You see the one with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and the Ghostbuster logo that I had shown a couple of kids in class this week. So we're going to move on to that today. So before you even start with this step, you have to decide if you're going to stain it or spray paint it, or if you want to paint it with acrylic paints with a paintbrush. Whichever you decide, you need to know. So if you're going to stain or spray paint, you want to do that before you even do this step. So you would go and stain, or you would spray paint in our workshop area. If you want to paint stuff with if you would like to paint with the paintbrush and the acrylic paints, you can do this after we assemble this entire process. So here's my Stay Puft Marshmallow Man character, and I'm going to add the vellum to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and these other two pieces as well. So for this step, you're going to need your pieces, you're going to need your vellum. There's a scrap piece of vellum that I'm reusing. So I'm going to lay the vellum down in place. I'm going to use an X-Acto knife, or you can use scissors if you're more comfortable with. We will then also need a glue stick, all-purpose glue stick, and some Scotch tape. So currently now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay the vellum down over the artwork, and then using my X-Acto knife, I'm going to sort of cut around the image. Okay, now once you're done with the cut, you'll take your vellum up, you'll try to fit it in place a little bit. Then we'll take the vellum up and we will make our glue stick and we will apply a thin layer of glue over the artwork like so. And then we will place the piece of vellum back on top of that area that we layered with glue. And then to help with the glue, we'll take Scotch tape and we will put Scotch tape on the edges of the vellum to help hold it down, because sometimes with the glue the piece is still, the edges still kind of come up, so we'll just use the tape to keep the edges of the vellum intact. And then I will just continue this process with the next two pieces. Get ready to cue the fast forward. Alright, for the next part is we're going to actually try to glue this entire thing together. So now you can attempt to try to use the glue stick itself, or we can pull out and use the Elmer's Glue Wall multi-purpose glue, or traditional glue. Now this is a stronger formula glue. This is not your typical school glue that you guys are used to using. So this is a stronger formula, and I use it a lot in our woodworking and gluing pieces of wood together. So it's a stronger formula, just one step under wood glue. So when we glue this together, this little bottom piece here has the grooves, and there's two little holes toward the bottom of each of these little body pieces. So those grooves have to fit right in those spots right there. So I'll then take my glue, I will just apply a little bit of glue, shake it up a little bit, apply a little bit of glue within the grooves right here so that it touches. And then I try to just put it in place right here. So then while holding this next piece here, I will take my next piece, and I will grab my glue, and I will apply a little bit of glue on these groove sections on that bottom piece, and I will take the glue up the sides of where the wooden pieces will touch and meet on the side body pieces. And then I just put it together, and I hold it all in place as I add more glue and add another piece. And then you just continue. Get ready to cue the fast forward. And now this last part here, I will just use some tape to kind of like tape the corners together, just to kind of help the structure stay in place while the glue dries. Normally I like to use masking tape. It comes up a little easier, but Scotch tape is what I have close by, and it'll work just fine. It just comes up. And this here is pretty much it. All the thing left to do now is just to put the top back on. I don't normally glue the tops on. I usually leave those loose just in case I need to make an adjustment to the vellum inside, in case like a piece of vellum comes off and I have to put another one on. So I usually leave the tops unglued. So you'll have to be careful if you're carrying them. Sometimes if you're carrying it upside down, the top will fly off. So this is what it looks like. So I'll probably paint this probably white, and then where the logo is on the Ghostbuster logo, probably paint that red. Other than that, probably just keep it all straight white. Let me pull a light over here just to see what it looks like. Right, so here's my light. Going to insert it through the hole in the bottom, and you can see the light now. So we got our little Ghostbuster Stay Puft Marshmallow lantern.